start the fight, breaking down the walls in the dead of night. I don't come for peace, I come for the storm. Fanboys melt quick when the truth gets warm. Saw content's high, I'm collecting those tears. Just got started, but I'm cutting through fears. I'm not here for brand deals, I'm not for sale. I expose your lies, rip off the veil.
Harmon, why can you seriously not go 1 week without saying anything about PC gamers? Just go 1 week, please.
PC gamers are crashing out. They're upset. They're seething because...
Harmon, we have been through this again and again and again. The only ones that are seething is you. You are seething over the success of the PC.
Nintendo is taking measures to prevent people from playing pirated games.
And again, you can think that all you want to. They've been taking measures through the whole Switch 1 cycle. Did it stop them? No, it did not, Harmon. That is something that you're going to have to accept. Just because people do it still doesn't make it right. I'm not going to sit here and get into that whole debate whether piracy is okay or not. Now, I still stand by it. I do not think people should be selling the pirated stuff. But when it comes to downloading a ROM, I don't really care. Personally, it does not affect me one little bit.
On Nintendo Switch 2. So you can't emulate Switch 2 games, you can't hack your Switch 2, you can't mod it to play games with like the MTG cards or whatever.
I think you're talking about the MIG Switch, but trust me, it will happen, Harmon. It's because of the fanboys like you and Nintendo Prime that went out there, ran and gloated saying, oh, the Switch 2 is very difficult to hack. You guys sent that challenge out to the internet. Guess what happened? They came calling.
You know, all these people seriously thought they were going to get their consoles and, like, hack it immediately. And here we are, Nintendo just...
Harmon, usually to be able to hack it, to mod it like you're claiming, it is not a very quick time to do it. It generally does take some time to do. I don't think anybody actually thought it was going to happen day one. But guess what? It is the first step to it happening.
Bricking them, you know, online. You know, that's... kind of interesting to kind of see how this is developed, because these people are so open about what they do. It's very possible at this point, considering like the internet and how this stuff is like interconnected with like
Harmon, I know where you're going with this. Can you name one single person? Just give me one. That's all I need. Give me one single person who literally has gone to prison over emulation, because you keep sitting here crossing the piracy and the emulation together.
How you have to like connect to the internet to like update the initial day one patches and stuff like that. Like, it seems as if Nintendo's now in a position where, like, every time someone, like, tries, like, doing something like this, they try pirating a game, they can just, like, oops, time to brick that console.
Are you kidding me? The people that they're bricking, they're not even sitting here trying to pirate. They're literally just putting a MIG switch, which is legal, by the way, Harmon. I understand that you think that company policy dictates laws here.
Time to shut down that guy's account, time to, you know, send the cops after him, time to prosecute, you know.
Harmon, I cannot find a single person to ever go to jail because of emulation. Please send me just send me one link that shows somebody already. I know you watch my videos here.
Like, there's just so many things they can do with, you know, as they continue expanding their anti-piracy measures.
Well, they can expand it all they want to, I promise you. It ain't gonna stop it.
And it is glorious to see. And you're seeing a lot of people crashing out about this.
The only one over here crashing out is you, Harmon. I understand the reason why you keep making so many videos lately is that you're sitting at home bored. You're going for walks more because you have no games to play.
Because they know that without piracy, they have, like, no justification at all. You know, they're giant cope.
Harmon, what you're referring to is not piracy, it's emulation. Learn the difference.
That they don't need Nintendo consoles to play Nintendo games has completely blown up in their face. You know, this is why they're like, you know, trying to act as if like
I wonder if he was saying all this when the Switch first launched.
NSO isn't a big deal because like, well, I can just emulate that, you know.
I mean, you literally could. Every game on the NSO, you actually can emulate. I don't know if you know this, Harmon. You can actually emulate more than what's on the NSO.
Completely not understanding the fact that, like, a game being older doesn't stop it being piracy, you know? And,
Well, Harmon, they're not pirating. They're emulating. They legally backed up their own copies. That's what they did, Harmon. Accept it.
It's very interesting to see like the continued like coping and seething about this. Even like going so far as to say it's unethical.
I mean, well, it is very unethical for them to ban or brick your Switch based upon something you're doing that is completely legal, Harmon.
Anti-consumer, I should say, to brick pirated like Nintendo consoles or like modded.
It is completely anti-consumer for bricking your console that you paid money for. It's not their property, it's your property. How would you feel that I didn't like how you sat in that chair and I went over and damaged it more than it already has been? It would probably thank me from having to sit on it so goddamn much anyways.
It's amazing to see. Like, the PC Master Race is running scared because I think this is a very good example of just what the collapse of PC gaming is going to look like.
Harmon, it is impossible for the PC gaming to collapse. You want to know why? You need a PC in order to make any game. You do understand that your precious Nintendo games, like Princess Peach Showtime, it was not made on the Nintendo Switch. The next one, if they ever do make one, will not be made on the Switch 2. It has to be made on a PC. So guess what? PC gaming is not going anywhere.
Where the PC gamers, instead of playing games on their platforms, are spending all of their time like seething about Nintendo hardware. Seething about the game, seething about like, Bonanza, seething about like, what Nintendo was doing, about the Power World lawsuit, like doing everything.
Harmon, that is called healthy criticism. And I know you watch my videos, so listen to this hot take that I'm about to tell you. When it comes to Pokemon and Dragon Quest, if Power World ripped off Pokemon in your words, then guess what? Pokemon ripped off Dragon Quest. Yes, that did happen.
Except actually playing games on PC. Like, I've already seen people like make videos about DK Bonanza trying to damage control it. Like,
oh, is he talking about me? Yes, in one of his live streams, he was complaining that I sat there and said that he was wrong about DK Bonanza going over 20 million copies. I'm not going to go too much into it because me and Dezire are going to tag on that one, and we're going to take that one on Sunday. And guess what, Harmon? You're the one that looks like an idiot, not me.
Well, like, I don't know if it's out yet. Like, huh?
Well, yes, Harmon, you don't know how well it's going to do if the game's not even out yet. And also, now I will sit there and say this one. I do think Donkey Kong Bonanza at launch will do phenomenally well. Just because, guess what? There ain't really a whole lot of games to play on the Switch 2 at the moment. This is actually the title that should have been the launch title to begin with. This was the proper one. But this is the first first new single player game on the Switch 2. This is a brand new one, never released on another console, brand new, first party and everything. So of course it's going to sell well.
Like, it's just downright absurd seeing how many people are desperately trying to do everything they possibly can to downplay Nintendo.
And it's disgusting always seeing you trying to overhype these anti-consumer practices coming from Nintendo.
To hate Nintendo, to despise Nintendo, to do everything they can to, like, continue this farce.
Harmon, I know you're referencing me as one of those, and guess what? I don't hate Nintendo. I don't despise Nintendo. Unlike you, I'm a real Nintendo fan, because a real fan will sit there and hold their company with criticism, like I will. You will not.
Nintendo Switch 2 is not successful. Like, I've seen all sorts of copes. This idea that, like, sales are going to taper off, or that third-party sales aren't doing well, or that, like...
Well, we know for a fact that one third-party sale ain't doing well. We don't know which one that is.
The hardware is faulty, none of which is true, but these are all narratives and conspiracies that are, like, going along through PC gaming circles, Like, this is the giant cope.
It is not a cope, Harmon. This is something you need to accept. Some of that stuff is true. And I still find it funny that he thinks that I am a PC gamer. I am a multi-platform gamer, if anything. I play primarily on my PS5, believe it or not. But when it comes, if you ever see me play a game that's coming off Game Pass, it's on my laptop. That's most of the games I will play, unless I do grab a game off of the Steam sale.
That they have to try and justify like PC gaming being the most popular platform on the market, which is of course ridiculous. It makes no sense because of course PC and console gaming coexist, you know, like one or the other doing well doesn't really diminish the success of the other, but like,
Yes, Harmon, they do coexist technically, but if you look at the users alone on Steam, it is more than what the users on Nintendo is or PlayStation. They still have more users with Steam than the other one. So guess what? That means there are more PC gamers. That's just something you have to accept.
good luck getting PC gamers to realize that like PC gaming existing is not a threat to Nintendo consoles at all, because you know anybody who owns a PC.
Of course, Harmon, everybody knows that it's not a threat. Okay, the Switch was successful. If it would have been a threat, then it wouldn't have been successful. Of course, everybody knows this. You're an idiot, I swear. And now it's time to read the members of the channel. We got Jay Wesby65, Brian Payne, Oh No Is Justin, Watari, Shade Milkman, Madfox94, Maximilian Pegasus 88, and Koros Objective. Thank you so much for becoming part of the crew. And if you truly enjoy this content, why don't you think about becoming a member? It's only $1 a month. You get special kind of badges, you get special kind of emotes, and at the end of all my videos, I will sit here and shout out all my members until it becomes too long, and then it'll be turned into a credit roll. So that's going to be it for my reaction. Let me know down in the comments if you agree with me or not. Please like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, stay vigilant.
You can cry in the comments, but you won't survive. Like and subscribe if you feel that vibe. We're hot inside.